implement Array.prototype.flat. So basically this question says that we need to implement the array prototype. So the flat, what it does is, if there is a nested array, then it flattens them. So this is an array. Inside this index 1 also is an array, then index 2 is also an array, and inside that there is an again nested array. So when we pass it to a function, then what it does is it flatten it to one level, that if an element is in what we say array, then it flattens it, then 2 come here, 3 and 4, so it will give us 3, and it's again array, then 4 will be in array only, because we are doing one level. Since it was array, so remove the outermost array and give the elements. If you do the second level, now if you do it again, then this array, the outer array will be removed, and inside there is only one element, so the element will be returned. So here is my approach. One thing I'm telling is, if you, the difference is between for off loop and for in loop. Let's skip this one, come here. Now we have in JavaScript, it's very tricky language. So here we have assigned element to 0 and element to 3. So what's the matter, what will be printed? We are looping through the index, so if we run it will print 0 and 3, because at index 1 and 2 they will be empty slots, so they won't be printed. But if you use for off loop, see, undefined will be printed. So there are chances that we might be given undefined. Here you see empty slots. So if we run through for off loop, then there is a chance that we encounter 1, 2, undefined, undefined. But if it is empty slot, then we don't need to consider it. Okay, so that's the point. So we loop through the array, and if it is array, then we are maintaining a variable that we did some flattening. So if no flattening is required through the array, then we can return it. Why we are not returning original one? Because there might be some empty slots present, we need to remove that also. That's why we are not returning array but flat array. And coming back to here, if the element is already an array, then we do one level of flattening. We iterate through every element of that array and push into the flat array. Or if it is not an array, then we can just go ahead with the element. If we are given depth, that do it for 1, do it for 2. So let's say it's called with 2, then we done one round of flattening, then we can call it with depth -1. And if it is depth is already 1 or 0, I mean we are called with 1, and if nothing is called, then by default 1 will be there. But if we called with 1, then we done one round of flattening, and we need to return the array, because there is no requirement to go beyond the depth specified. So if we reach the depth, then return the flat array till now, otherwise flat to next defined path, I mean next round of flattening. So that's all.